episode 411. Thank you all for listening to episode 410, The Logo Game. I am Pittsburgh Lamarck with my co-host.
Vodka Lemonade Bear.
Water Dub.
Thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook. Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thanks to All Wear Clothing, first sponsor of Overline Podcast. Visit allwearclothing.com. Mention Overline Podcast. He'll hook you up with that deal. Thanks to Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not.
Appalachian State University in Boone, North Carolina.
Sweet stadium, by the way, cut out of a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
We worked at a concert there. It's pretty sweet. So thank you, Sean. Thank you to Sparty Steve, one of the biggest supporters of our show. We couldn't do it without him. And last but not least, Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com.
Yeah, make sure you get yourself to datingtransformation.com and get that free consultation from Connell. And in the meantime, make sure you get his book, Dating Sucks, But You Don't, on Amazon.com.
All right. So, first thing we got to talk about is golf. What an interesting week of golf. Because we had a first-time winner this week, Will Zalatoris, right? And didn't he just fire his caddy last week?
Yep, just fired his caddy, wins with a brand new caddy. Funny how that works. Zalatoris ended up beating Sepp Straka in a wild playoff too. They tied the first two holes. And then on the last hole, Zalatoris hit a pretty poor shot that got one of the luckiest bounces I think I've ever seen.
Well, was that on the rock?
In rocks, which was absolutely nuts, and somehow stayed in. And then right after that, Straka dunks it in the water. So absolutely crazy. Zalatoris ended up taking a drop. Chipped close to, I think, like, I don't know, he probably had a six footer for bogey. Ended up making a 4, and Straka could only make 5, so he ended up winning the tournament right there. So it was good for Zalatoris. He was second, I think, it was most all time in money for this season without a win. That's what he had going into this tournament. I think he made $6.7 million this year without a win, which was the most in PGA Tour history. So got the win, got off the schneid there. So it was good for Zalatoris. He's a good young golfer, and he's been
puts him up to number 1 too.
Yeah, he's been close all year.
Number 1 in FedEx Cup.
Yep. Which Scheffler missed the cut, had a terrible week. So Zalatoris up there, it's a whole new game now. It's exactly how all this works. Once someone gets hot, that's, just like Cantlay did last year. Once he gets hot, man, there's no stopping. So it was good for Zalatoris. And Straka missed like the last, I think, 6 cuts before coming into this tournament too, which is nuts, and almost won it. You had Lucas Glover in 3rd, Brian Harmon in 3rd, Adam Scott 5th, John Rahm in 5th, Morikawa in 5th, Finau in 5th, Fitzpatrick 5th, Andrew Putnam 5th, and Trey Mullinax all tied for 5th as well there. So yeah, it's coming down here to the last 2 weeks. This week, we're at where are we at this week? BMW, right?
Yep, Wilmington.
Yep, top 70 guys this week in the field. So there'll be no cuts, but we're going to cut it down to 30 after this. And 1 second while I pull up really quick.
Corey Connors is currently 30th.
He's 30.
At JJ Spawn.
And that'll be the big one there is, you got to make it to 30th to get the good money here. And yeah, you got Corey Connors in 30th, Kisner at 29th, Thigala 28th. A lot of guys here on the line. On the wrong side of the line, you got Spawn, Aaron Wise, Maverick McNeely, KH Lee, guys like that. Shane Lowry's over the line there. Russell Henley, Adam Scott. So some big names. They're going to have to make a little run here. But it should be a pretty good tournament here at the BMW, and I'm sure that we'll see is Scheffler dropped to second by 124 points.
What do you get for a win in the playoffs?
500,
right?
2,000 points.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, that's what they got this last week. I don't know if it goes up. I'd have to look and see.
Well, the last tournament, they just start at 10 under.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's another. Yeah, I don't know if it's another 2,000 points this week or what. So obviously, again, something that could change the landscape of what we have. I mean, by finishing second, Sepp Straka jumped from 36 to 8th, so pretty much secured his spot in the top 30 with a 2. So yeah, any of these guys down here who are below that 30 mark get a top 3. I mean, you're pretty much going to get yourself right there in the top 30 and a chance at what is it, $15 million, I think.
Yep.
So anything can happen. Anything can happen. Still a lot of golf left to play, so it should be very interesting to see how they do down the stretch here with the last 2 tournaments of the PGA season.
Open. Well, this week we got just that BMW. I think, well, we already said I wrapped up the title.
Yep.
And just keep padding my lead. Got a 20 out of Kevin Kisner. Got a 13 out of Cam Davis for the Parrot. Kuchar missed the cut or didn't even play. And then one of the 2. And then Ricky Fowler, 13th. Kevin Kisner, 64. It was a rough one.
Fowler had the same where you got to move over for Dub there.
Oh, shit. I had Kevin Kisner. I was like, I had Kevin Kisner. Yeah. Wait a minute. Kisner with a 20. All right. Yeah, so I'm at
Dub had JT who had a 13.
I'm at 850 points. Bear is in second at 1,165. So yeah, wrapped up. I'm 315 points ahead. I think it's over. Since there's only 70 guys. Talk about a monumental beatdown this year.
Yeah, well, someone had to win it.
It was a good year. Got lucky. What helped, as you and I have both always said, you don't miss cuts, chances are you're in good shape. Right there you can see. Webb Simpson, well, he would have missed the cut, so that's all Webb, but he withdrew because he's a bitch like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And if I was within a closer range there, I wouldn't have given myself an 84 with Si Woo with his withdrawal, since it was
oh yeah, you were right there
round on Sunday, but it really doesn't matter because it was over regardless. So
yeah, even if you had a 1 that week, it's still already over. Just because it was that, I'm that far ahead.
It would have been, it would have been with the Kisner or with the follower over for sure. So I needed you to miss the cut those 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the hard part is you just don't know. It's golf. I mean, people get hot, they get hot. You're playing a chance. Some of these I wish we would have fucking, like that week that you had back-to-back wins, I wish we would have been on golf. Like the one major we don't bet on.
Yep. Back to backers on that one. So that's all right, because next year it'll be sports betting will be legal in Ohio on January 1.
Yes, sir.
Be able to bet on whatever we want, whenever we want.
Did they say what app we're going to be able to use?
It'll be everything.
Will it?
Yeah, it'll be everything. DraftKings, FanDuel.
What do you recommend? Because you're a betting guy.
It doesn't matter. You go where the odds are. That's where you go. Most of the odds are going to be similar on those sites anyways.
What's the best app that you use?
I mean, I only use FanDuel right now. It's the one that I do, but I'll probably use the Barstool app just because I'll get my my Penn National Hollywood gaming points with it. So
wait, is Barstool what's going to be at Hollywood?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're a partner or own. I think they own Penn National, which owns Hollywood and all that. So there'll be Barstool in there.
Huh. Well, that gives me still anyway.
Yeah. That's probably what I'll end up using will be the Barstool app.
When I got confirmed here, so I'm confirmed when I'm at 19 titles now. Dub's at 6. You're almost there, Dub.
You're getting there.
Bear with 8. He's close. And we gave Parrot a title because he wanted the title for the logo game. You missed that episode last week, Dub. That was actually fun. The logo game.
Parrot got like the participation trophy title of our group. He got the COVID title. That's what it is.
The COVID title. I like it. So this week, I'm taking a guy. I already had this picked out. He's in the top 30. That's what I had to make sure of as well. He's 13th. Give me Cam Young.
Yep. Said he'll be fine this week. He'll stay in the top 30. He's not going very far. So should be pretty solid. I got Morikawa this week.
20th.
He's in 20th. So yeah, he got to fight a little bit this week. So we'll see what old Colin can do here at the BMW.
What about you, Dub? We got to throw it back to 2018 when we started the show. What's his name? Who you got this week?
The shoe chef.
Xander Schauffele.
Xander Schauffele. And really for our picks, it's looking like no one's going to get an extra title here. Well, I guess Cody's got a chance. Cantlay's in 7th. He did win this tournament last year. And if he does happen to win, that could certainly boost him to the number 1 spot again. So
Rob's got a shot. I mean, he's going to start it even.
Yeah, Rom.
Unless he wins this week.
Yeah, Rom's 1,800 points out, so he definitely needs the win this week to get himself in the top 3. Obviously, pending on what the other guys do point wise, but yeah, pretty much both of those guys probably have to win this week, or they might be screwed. But you never know. That's what's fun about it. So
Well, we'll see what happens. We got 2 weeks left in our season and in the golf season. Any more guys go to Live Golf?
Like I said, we'll still be waiting on Cam Smith and Mark Leishman to, confirm all that. But Cam Smith happened to pull out this weekend because of a hip problem. So, yeah, very interesting. We'll see if he ends up playing in the Tour Championship or not, because he is in 3rd, so he ain't dropping out of the top 30 just because he's not playing this week. So, it'll be interesting to see where he ends up, if he ends up playing in the Tour Championship or not.
Yeah, we're gonna see. And I know there was a thing I wanted to tell you, but this is too close to my second child being born. But there's a golf outing at Brandywine I wanted to get in. I was like, oh, this would be good. Could get Cody and Bear and call up Dan, and I'd have my super team. And then it's 3 Joes and a pro. Big money scramble. It's 150 a player to get in. First place is $7,000. I'm like, damn.
Wouldn't even play it.
You wouldn't?
Nope. That's a whole bunch of cheaters. I don't play that shit.
Even when they play 2 teams, like, because they're doing 2 teams on a whole. Do they still do that shit?
Oh yeah. Don't even waste your money.
Well, I'm not anyway, because the kid's too close to him being born.
Yeah. No, I don't play in those unless it shows that there's an officiant on every hole. I don't play in big money ones. I've played in big money ones where they have an official on the holes watching, but I won't play in them when you got to trust the other people. That's way too much money for people to skis.
Yeah, because they could be like, hey, I'll tell you hit, you split the money.
Yep. I don't play in those. No way, no how.
Well, I'll have to remember that now. But as we move into NASCAR, I do want to ask, did you send out the updated standings today for our NASCAR league?
I sent them out yesterday.
Did you?
Yep.
I don't know what day it is, dude. Remember, I just got back. I was off yesterday. So,
Tuesday.
Yeah, I won again. 6th win of the season. Should have 7, but when who was that? Husky Harris knocked out my boy from getting a win. What race? Who was that? Because they both ended up finishing like 20th. Was it Reddick? Was Reddick winning? I think the first time, and then he got spun out by Cole Custer or somebody. Can't remember who's.
What race?
Oh God, dude, I would have to look back. It was a last lap spin out.
I don't know. The only ones I remember are Chastain and Denny. So
yeah, it was Reddick. So it was the dirt race. It was Custer's 14, right?
No, Custer's 7.
Who's the 14?
Briscoe.
Chase Briscoe. So was it Chase Briscoe going for the win?
He won that race.
Briscoe did win that race.
Yeah. So he must have spun out Reddick there.
No, because whoever spun him out, I had both of those people. Yeah, Briscoe and Tyler Reddick spin out on last lap. So neither one of them won. I don't know.
Win? Oh, that's right. Did Joey win the stupid ass road? No,
Yes.
I was like,
No. It was Kyle. Kyle won because he lucked his way into the playoffs on two guys spinning. Kyle Busch won.
that's right. It was after the Bowman one, right? Yeah. Logano won the first dirt race.
Yeah, because what should have happened is Reddick should have won, but Chase spun him out, and so he finished second. And I was like, and I had Chase, so I went from first to like third or fourth, and I'm like, damn, so I should have 7 wins this year, but I have 6, whatever, so it's paying out each time. That's fine, $18 a shot. So at least
All right.
do I have I think I got my money back now, right? Should. 6 times 1890, 113.40 is what we get, and we pay out 108 to do NASCAR. So I'm up $5 for the year with plenty of races to go. So everything from here on out is up money if I continue to win. That's the way I look at it. But yeah, because I thought about that. I'm like, shit.
Oh, it's an investment. You just rolled into NFL.
That's exactly it. except this year I might, because NASCAR I don't like look. I just know NASCAR, and so I don't the only time I've ever done one of those sites was with you when we were trying to do baseball for a hot minute.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It was awful. So I thought about. I was like, should I do one of those for football? Because I do okay, but I'm not like I got to pay more attention because I'm not like you guys that watch football religiously. I never do. And I'm just like, well, he seems to be doing okay, so I'll just pick this guy. And then you guys are like, oh, he's out or he's doing this, and I'm like, yeah, see, I need to watch more.
Well, usually with the NFL, it's just such a crapshoot the first 2-3 weeks, and then once everything starts getting in there, who has a good defense, who has a bad defense, who can defend the run, who can defend the pass, and who can't. And then pretty much from there it goes attack. And yeah, you have your off weeks where, of course, I mean, again, it's the NFL, anything can happen. The problem with playing those, you have these guys in the bigger, not in ours, but in the bigger tournaments, who can play all these lineups and play everybody. And they're going to get the guy who's going to score 3 touchdowns one game that you're not even going to know about. Fucking Darnell Mooney of the Bears or some shit that you're not even going to be on your radar. That's the problem with NFL. So usually one lineup each year where I hit the absolute nuts and I'll win like $100, and that's about it.
Do you have and you're doing the league again, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice. How many are we getting in that?
Hopefully it's a turnover from last year plus more. So
$20 a guy, right?
Same thing. Yep. Hopefully we can get more. The guy who's leading NASCAR reached out to me and asked if he could invite his friends. I was like, yeah, more the merrier, man. I said, we want more payouts. Like, that's all I want.
Yeah, you hit a huge week. You're good. You get 20 guys in there at $3 a week. That's big. You gotta keep it at 3. You're going
on top of that. It'll stay at 3. Because some people aren't serious on it, and I still like them to get in, so I don't try to make it super expensive.
So if we get 20 guys in there, $3 a week, $54 payout after the fucking DraftKings take their nut 10%, and then we're in good shape. Still a good payout. You still pay out the top 3?
Yeah, it'll be top 3 just because we have more people in. So, and it'll be top 3 no matter how much we get. So, yeah. And then obviously with the money too, I mean, you get 20 guys at $20 a pop on the side, you get $400 in another pot, that's just sitting out there. So
for which one?
The side bet.
Oh yeah, that we do for the whole year. Yeah, no, it'll be good. I mean, NASCAR, dude, I've been happy. It was just like, I'm like, how'd I do? And you're like, well, you won. I'm like, oh, good. Because I looked at it the day before and I'm like, all right, I got to put this in or I'm going to forget because we had Metallica on Sunday. And I'm like, all right, let's see. These guys, my Kyle Busch is starting 30. I'm looking back. I'm like, I got to go for guys that I think are going to gain spots because that's where you and I have talked about this several times. Yeah. You got to take those risks and assume these guys. And I picked the right 3 guys that moved up. Kyle Busch was one of them. Chris Buescher was another. Amarola was another.
Buescher, and I had Amarola in there. I didn't have Buescher. Buescher surprised me. He ran. He could have won that race if he didn't. We'll get to
say 4 more laps. Yeah. Yeah.
No. Buescher should have. He had Harvick hunted down and he couldn't get his way through lap traffic. And that pushed Buescher back, and then Bell got super strong and about made it there because he got his way through. So Buescher ended up finishing 3rd. Bell, with a couple more laps would have got Harvick. But Harvick went back to back. I didn't win a race for 65 of them in a row and wins 2 in a row back. So Harvick's in now. He's into the playoffs no matter what. He punched it. He was going to be in regardless, but he's in big time there. So Yeah, good for Harvick. You got Bell finishing second, Buescher third, Hamlin fourth, Chase finished fifth, Logano was sixth. Logano was very strong in the beginning of the race. I think he led 222 laps. He led most laps and was super strong, but just couldn't finish it. He did make mention in the post race. He said that once the sun went away, his car just it got loose on him, and that's why he kind of dropped. The sun was out early and he dominated. Once it went away, Harvick got fast. Truex in seventh, Amarola in eighth, Kyle Busch in ninth, and Ryan Blaney rounding out your top 10.
So here's we're looking at scenarios on what happens if different things happen. So no new winners the next two races. If there are no new winners the next two races, 15 drivers who have a win will advance to the postseason. The final spot will be decided between Blaney and Truex. No other drivers who can advance to the postseason by points. Blaney sits 26 points ahead of Truex. Dude.
You know what, too? You know what happened in this race? Truex did the whole pit before the stage sort of deals while Blaney just stayed out. Blaney's just picking up playoff points after playoff points, finishing top 10 in the end of the stage. And Truex is trying to go in for strategy. I get maybe trying to win, but it's a poor strategy. I feel like you need playoff points and you're going, I don't know. It just didn't make any sense. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but.
Yeah, and consider this scenario. It said Blaney's 116 points behind Elliott. If Blaney gets the maximum number of points without winning over the next two races, that would net him 55 points per race, 35 for finishing runner-up, plus 20 points for stage wins in this. 110 total, which is enough to catch Elliott, even if the Hendrick Motorsports driver finishes last place the next 2 weeks. Wild. Still a remote chance Blaney catches Elliott for the regular season championship, but he'd have to win, which would then clinch Blaney's spot in the postseason anyway. And then, so next scenario, exactly 16 winners. Simple. All 16 make it as long as they're in the top 30 in points. 17 winners. Call this one the chaos theory. I love this. So if there's 17 winners, clearly a driver who's won a race will not advance. Here's how it would be determined. Every driver with multiple wins would advance. We already knew that. One-win drivers, Larson, Bell, Kyle Busch, are also mathematically cannot be eliminated because of that. So count them in the field too. Of the winners with one victory, which whoever has the lowest points, which we've talked about, of the current ones, Kurt Busch is likely the odd man out, given that he missed 4 consecutive races because of the concussion. However, if one of the new winners sits behind Busch in the standings, it's possible they could win one of their remaining 2 races and still not advance. We talked about that. I said that would be fucked if he's back. They should give him, even if there's 16 winners, just let him fucking go. Like, I feel bad if we get a new winner in the next 2 weeks and he's out and they don't give him like a provisional and just have, who cares? Have 17 drivers in the playoffs. It's not going to make a goddamn bit of difference. So 5 guys missed after the first 3 races.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how this all goes. I mean, you got to think Watkins Glen, you're probably not going to get a new winner. I mean, it's a chase dominated track. Even if not, I mean, the guys who race well here are guys who already have wins. Ross Chastain, a guy, even if he does win, AJ Allmendinger doesn't count. So Blaney would root for Allmendinger to win because he doesn't get points for Cup. So Allmendinger winning. There's an F1 guy in the field this week who's going to have a strong car who could win. So these are guys Blaney's going to want to root for. And I mean, the problem is your Truex isn't a strong road course driver. And like I said, everybody else who is, I mean, they're already up there. They already have a win this year. So there's really not a driver who's a strong road course driver who doesn't have a win right now. So I can't see it happening this week at the Glen. I think we'll get a repeat winner this week. I do. Or it'll be like Allmendinger. It's going to be a repeat winner. It's going to be a guy who's not even getting Cup points. I'm not talking about like Corey LaJoie, who's in 32nd. I'm talking about a guy who's like Dinger, who's not getting Cup points, is going to win.
Well, what about Truex? The last 4 races here, he's got 4 top 5s.
Yeah, but he's never there. He just shows up there. Like, he's not there. It's not like he's leading, 30 of these laps. He just is there at the end of the race. I mean, yes, you can count that as strong, but top 5 isn't going to get you. He's not going to pass you by Blaney, even if Blaney wrecks this week. Not going to pass you there. So, because I just Truex. I think he's got like one road course win in his whole career. So we'll see how that plays out.
It was at the Glen.
Yeah, it's going to be Daytona. Daytona is going to be the one where that's where chaos will ensue. What happens? What happens if Bubba's leading and Blaney's behind him? I mean, Blaney's going to have to spin out his buddy. Got to make it. McDowell races well at Daytona and super speedways. What if McDowell wins? I think he's top 30 in points. I'm pretty sure
He's right. Like
28th or something.
Yeah,
he's
got let's see, let's pull up the standings right now. We want to do it based on this currently. Whoops.
Position to the left.
What's that? Oh, there it is. Duh.
Yeah. McDowell's 26th.
I love the Corey LaJoy. Oh, he's just gonna miss it, even if he wins Daytona.
Yeah.
I need to take like Todd Gilliland. That's who I need to take for Daytona. Custer's fine. He's in.
I mean, even Busher race. I mean, you got Busher, you got all these guys who race well at super speedways without a win. Eric Jones, he's had fast cars lately. I mean, that's the crazy part. Amarola. I mean, that's the thing with Daytona is you just never know. And that Daytona night race is gonna be crazy because all these guys are top 30 guys. So it's gonna be nuts. It is. But again,
you'll be at that wedding, won't you? Is that Sunday night Daytona?
No, I think it's Saturday night race. Ooh, I might have to get COVID then.
Yeah, you might have to. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll get the projector out and watch the Daytona night race.
I'm gonna switch spots with Dub. Dub, you can have my spot.
No, that's
All right, fair enough. I tried.
I'll invite Dub over. Dub, come watch some the NASCAR race on the old big screen.
Yeah, chaos is.
We'll have our own wedding.
Chaos. It'll be like Billy and Chuck. Dub and Gray. I'll be the
Dub and Gray.
I'll be the Eric Bischoff. Did you guys say that NASCAR is going to be on in 3 minutes?
3 minutes. Fantastic.
But yeah, I mean, it's like you said, it's going to be a crazy finish. Hell, I mean, look at Stenhouse sitting in 24, man. What if he wins Daytona? So
he could.
It's there. I mean, he'll wreck way before that, but yeah, we all know. But yeah, like I said, I think this week will be normal, and we're going to go into Daytona where you got a lot of people who can do it, and that's why they set it up this way. It's exactly why they did it.
And that's why, like MIS, you said was almost full. That's why people are coming back to NASCAR. The viewership is not what it used to be. We know that, but I believe it's gotten better, right?
Oh yeah. Well, and these cars have evened the field.
Oh, it's so nice.
I mean, there's dominant teams are going to be a thing of the past. It's going to go back to driver, how good your driver is. And yeah, your Hendrick car is going to be better than whoever Corey LaJoy drives for. But I mean, we just saw Corey LaJoy in Atlanta could have won that race. So there's a lot that these cars are going to do that even out to the field, which is nice. So to finish up on that, as we said, our Richmond winner, Kevin Harvick, we got a 14, which was our best finish this week. Not one of our better weeks from Dub with Larson. Gray and I both took Austin Dillon, who finished 16th. Cody didn't pick, so he got Ty Gibbs, who finished last. Sorry, Ty Gibbs. And Parrot took Cold Custard with a 26th. So this week at the Glen,
Cold Custard.
I think Gray, you're still up by what? 13, 12, 13, something like that.
Yeah. So let's see. Maybe it's 20 something, I thought.
I can't remember.
All right. I have 314 points and Barrington Bear has 333. So
19.
and we're just getting into the heat of the season. We are officially
12
66% of the way done. 2/3.
Yep. We got the last third coming, which is going to be the best third.
So I hope this doesn't give me bad luck because I see Dub's not had a top 10 in fucking years since Nashville. God. Well, I got to go with Dub anyway. I've had this there. I'm keeping it. Give me the dinger.
All right. Dinger for Gray, dinger for Dub. I
assume you're taking somebody that you've
saved. I saved Chase all year for the Glen. I did it last year. It paid off. I'm doing it this year. Let's hope it pays off. I think Chase is going to get his win, keep his buddy Blaney alive going into Daytona this week. And there's
Waldo. Hey, I haven't shared the story yet. So before we do, you got to give your NASCAR pick.
Bubba Wallace, and
you already took Bubba Wallace because you didn't pick and he finished last.
Of course, I did.
Actually, he did pick that week.
What about Chris Buescher?
I don't think you've taken him. That's a good pick. You have not. That's a good pick.
I'm just impressed. It took him 2 picks just to get it. That's good.
That's good.
At least 6 or 7.
Well, let's back up to golf while we're still here. Parrot, who you want for golf?
Where they at this week? BMW, right?
Yep.
Shoot. Have I taken Cam Smith?
He's not playing.
Yeah, he pulled out with an injury.
He withdrew.
Of course he did. Taken Homa. What about Willie Z? Have I taken him yet?
Yep.
Did he? Oh yeah, Willie Z.
Well, have I taken Fleetwood? He's in live, isn't he?
Yep, he's in live.
Oh,
isn't he? Pretty sure he is.
I don't know, is he? I don't think so.
What about Abraham Answer?
He's in live.
Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely in
dude,
live.
This is so hard with the live trying to pick. Hold on.
Well done and good luck to everyone that made the playoffs. I'm taking time out to be at home with family. So Tommy Fleetwood's going to be with his family, so he's out.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think he joined live.
I don't know why I thought he did.
Ricky Fowler?
He's out.
Of course he is. Dude, pick Birdie McPherson.
How about take Sepp Straka? He just did well.
Yeah.
How about Broken McJackfoot?
Yeah, let's talk about that now. So Jake, a couple weeks ago, we're in Illinois. You need to stay out of Illinois. We're in Chicago, and he's sitting on a golf cart, and the guy turns, and the grid, Jake goes off the golf cart, and the grid follows him and rolls his ankle. Now I'm talking like 8 pieces of grid. Now, you know, these grid are like 6-7 feet tall, takes into the ankle, rolls it. So give your story about today.
So I get to Springfield, Illinois after driving all day yesterday. I get to Springfield, Illinois about 9 o'clock this morning, meet up with your awesome uncle for work. I get to the venue and I open my trailer. I go open his trailer and he doesn't have straps and anything in his trailer yet. So it's just all sitting in there. And I go and grab one thing out, and as I grab that out, the jack stand, this 50-pound jack stand, just falls right on top of my foot. Don't even get to pull a box off the trailer yet. I worked for literally 2 minutes today. And I've had to sit here and deal with the pain for the last 10 hours.
Because he won't go get it checked out. He's going to do it at home.
Well, because and I'm worried because it's my right foot. So driving home is going to be interesting tonight.
Left foot driver.
Yep.
So
that's my day, boys.
Hopefully it's not broken.
He was hoping to get into the golf outing this weekend, but he calls me and says, I think I'm out.
I'm still going to try.
You're insane.
See people with no legs play all the time. He'll be fine.
Just get out.
I'm gonna grab one of those golf carts for like people who can't walk.
Yeah, you get the half cart, doesn't have the roof on it. You can swing from that. You'll be fine. You just sit on the edge.
Yeah, we'll be good.
Well, we'll see if you do. But nice to see you, Parrot. So NASCAR, we're done with NASCAR. No, nothing big. I mean, we got the dinger this week for two people, Chase Elliott, you got
Yeah.
Boucher.
It's the Glen. It's boring. Glen's always boring.
Next week though, Parrot, you're home, man. We were just talking about this. You may have to come. I invited Dub, so we'll see. Get the old big ass screen out there and watch the Daytona night race because it's probably going to decide the playoff.
Oh, that'd be fun.
There we go. Next
No,
Saturday.
I get to enjoy some time at home finally.
Yeah, 3 weeks. So we'll see how that goes. We'll update everybody next week on what's going on in NASCAR. Not too much else has gone on. I was gone for a week. Anything else we need to cover outside of UFC this week?
No, not really. I mean, baseball's baseball. We'll do our season preview here in 2 months. When maybe the playoffs start in 2 months, maybe.
Have you watched that Captain yet? The Captain Jeter's show? I haven't either.
I don't give a shit.
Thank you.
It's not interesting to me.
I,
Jordan's interesting. I lived through most of Jeter. That's not interesting.
I've had it on. I've watched all 6. I mean, it's not bad. It's pretty good.
Didn't he just sit down with A-Rod and do something who he hates?
I didn't think he hated A-Rod. I thought they were fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they talked about it. Yeah, how that
Maybe.
whole feud started and everything. It's pretty good.
Oh, I'll check it out. I know Bear won't, but I will.
Yeah, I mean, I may at some point if I get super bored. But we'll go over baseball. Yankees in the East still up by 10 on the Rays and Jays. Guardians up in the Central over the Twins.
There we go. Go
2
Guardians.
games. Been on fire lately, except I split with the Tigers. They're losing to them right now. Astros up by 12 on the Mariners. Mets up by 4.5 on the Braves. Cardinals up by 2 on the Brewers. Dodgers up by 17 on the Padres. So the AL Central and the NL Central, and I guess the AL or the NL East, pretty much have the closest races. Everything else is double digits. So boring baseball, baby.
That's baseball. That's baseball, baby.
That's baseball.
You got chicken in Philly? All right. So UFC 278 is this weekend on the 20th, Saturday the 20th. I didn't know that Jose Aldo was still fighting. I thought he was done.
Yeah, he's actually won a couple in a row, which I had to look up today because I was looking at the card and I was like, really? I'm like, why is this dude third on a card still just because of his name? But no, he's won a couple in a row. So, and he's got Davalishvili, who also has a few wins in a row. Should be a pretty good card though, top to bottom. I could easily see all finishes in the main card, which makes me nervous that it's going to be the worst card of the year because of that.
Yep.
Tyson Pedro and Harry Hunsucker. Pedro probably is going to knock him out within a minute. Hunsucker has been knocked out twice in the first round his last 2 fights. So I think this is just one of those that Dana put on the card and said, we're going to start off with a bang.
Literally.
Yeah, second fight, the heavyweight fight, Tybura and Romanov. Romanov is an absolute monster. You're going to see, I mean, this dude he's got a shot. I think he's got a shot to get that heavyweight belt. I really do from Nagano. This dude can throw hands. He can fight on the ground. He's an all-around fighter. So I would be shocked if he lost this weekend. So I got Romanov there. So
Isn't he still undefeated?
Yeah. Yep. Still undefeated. And Aldo and like I said,
Hold on before you go. This is his first main card too.
Yes.
Romanov.
Yes, it is.
I just saw that he's been on UFC, ESPN 3 times, Fight Night twice.
Yeah, and I don't think the bright lights are gonna phase him. This dude, I think he's solid. I see him competing for the title.
Submission, knockout. So he's legit.
Yeah, he's. I'm telling you, he's all around, and he's a dude who can definitely compete with Nagano down the line here. Then yeah, you got Aldo and Davalishvili here in the bantamweight fight. I think it should be a good one, but I think Mirab is going to beat Aldo. I I can't get on that Jose Aldo hype train. I just can't do it.
Nope.
It's too old. This is going to be a banger. Costa and Rockhold. Someone's going to get knocked out, and I'm going to go with Luke Rockhold because he had the last couple times.
Yeah, he lost to Romero and Jan.
Yeah, and Costa, I mean, he's got some hands on him, and you got to remember that Izzy whooped up on him, but Costa still, I mean, put it to Izzy, and until he got knocked out, I think in the 4th round, I think it was, he can go. And Costa's got hands, so
I didn't know. Oh, I forgot Vittori beat him. Beat him. Beat him up. I forgot Vittori beat him when he made his light heavyweight debut.
Yeah. I like. I think Costa, like you said, I think Costa's gonna knock out Rockhold, and then we got Usman and Leon Edwards. They fought to a decision, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, I think. So I got Usman retaining his title here.
Yeah, I think Usman retains too. I'm wondering what our Parrot's doing over there.
Is that a Keno ticket?
No, it's one of your uncle's Mega Millions tickets. I got to cash in when I get to Ohio.
Did you cash that lottery ticket for Illinois? Right there. Got to cash it.
Dude, I ain't getting out and walking any more than I have to right now.
Give it to Robbie. He can cash it.
Yeah, this should be a good card though. Really good main card. So excited for it.
We'll figure it out. We've got some time, and we've got some other ones, man. I'm looking forward to the week after, which is Memorial Weekend, or 2 weeks later. I'm sorry. 2 weeks later, Labor Day weekend. See, I'm way back in May. Labor Day, which will be the night that maybe the day that we do the diaper party and the night we watch Ohio State Notre Dame. But this event will be on at noon. So the main fight will be on at like 4.
Yeah, they're in Francais.
Yep. So Cyril Gahn and Tai Tuivasa. My God. If Tuivasa wins, he gets the title shot, right?
Yeah, I think he will. I do.
Think he wins?
Yep. I think he'll beat Gain. That'll be a
That's a decent card too, man. Whitaker and Vittori, they're on that too.
The only reason why I could see a Gain win is just because he's from France. So
yeah,
he did go the distance with Ngannou, even though he got his ass whooped. He did go the distance. So.
Yeah, he just got smothered for a lot of that.
Yeah,
most ground time in his entire career in Ngannou.
But yeah, it should be a pretty good. That'll be a good card as well. It's got to be the first time they're ever in France, if not Paris. I would have to imagine. And
then we get Khamzat and Nate Diaz the week after, September 10th.
Stupid. That'll be a waste.
Khamzat's got to knock his ass out.
That'll be a waste of time.
I hope, or chokes him out.
Our fantasy football compadre is fighting on this card too, by the way. Johnny Walker. So.
The black label, as he will tell you.
Yeah. This Johnny Walker is probably the red label, fighting on the 279 card.
We'll get to that. But we'll wrap this up so we can get into our next episode, which tune into it. We've got our NFL and NCAA football preview. So Parrot, you got to stay on for that.
Real preview.
We're going to have the preview of that on the next episode. So thank you to Wes Anderson. Thanks to All Work Clothing, Crandall's Quality Landscaping, Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com, and Sparty Steve. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Yo, Parrot, hook me up with some of that cash.
Get the crutches.
Winner, chicken dinner.